Touch of Gray Matters. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. With me is Mr. Carter, Barry 3D.
Hey, hey.
And joining us again this week is Thomas Patrice wearing a Montreal Canadiens shirt. And you probably recognize these two because when you see the opening credits, you see these great headshots of these people that come out and whatnot, and you see Barry and you see Zolf, who's going to join us eventually, and you see Thomas, and you realize that, these guys all look the exact fucking same. And then all of a sudden it gets to me, and you see this, and you're thinking, this is a really good looking host. This guy can, why isn't he actually on TV? And then you get to the show and you look up and you go, who the fuck is the old guy?
One of these kids is doing his own thing.
And I mean, I watched that this past weekend. If you haven't seen our first show, go out and get it. But it's on YouTube right now. And I'm thinking, and I'm like, Gray Matters. Look at me, for fuck's sake. I'm even wearing a great T-shirt. You don't know where the beard ends and my stomach begins. I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, this is cool because black don't crack, brown don't go down, and then there's the fucking old white guy. This is great.
No, Dave. Black don't crack, brown don't go down, and white is all right.
No, I don't think. I mean, like the photo there, that was all right. Like if I look like that all the time, then yeah, I'm good. Like again, you see this coming down the street at you, and you're not going to be scared. You're going to be like, he looks like he should be reporting something, or maybe arresting somebody. Maybe like you'd look at him and you're definitely going to think, ooh, there's a cop, right? Like. And you look at me, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm just going to cross the street because A, he doesn't look like he can run, and B, he's got a large fucking reach there. So,
yeah. Dude, you see, everyone's going through this whole COVID period where people are doing all different things or just letting it all hang out, right? So you got the beard going. I've seen people growing back mullets. Mullets have come back into style. I'm sure people got bell bottoms. Right now, I'm sure everyone's watching this and they probably think the same thing. Are we wearing pants? And the question is, are they wearing pants? Because when you're having your meetings in the office, I don't care if you got on a shirt and tie. Everyone's at home in boxers and whatever socks that have holes in them. All our meetings are from. It feels like we're back in the 80s. Max Headroom. That's all it is.
Don't stand up, Thomas. I don't want to. We don't need to see that.
And for those who don't know Max Headroom, I know I'm aging myself, but yeah, go and look it up. Google Max Headroom. This is the future until they digitize it, and then just be a floating head across the screen, even during the screensavers.
Yeah, like I said, one of these kids is doing his own thing. One of us is smoking. What's going on, Barry?
Hey, look, man, come on. It's real, man. How many meetings have you been a part of at work, and have you worn pants?
So, like, I just like to give a shout out to my boss. I've always had on pants. They've always been long pants.
Line ass. You ain't wearing pants. This is the beauty of working from home, man. You get up and all you... No, your whole routine... No, their whole routine is cut down in half, right? Because you're not driving no more. There's no more traffic, generally speaking. And now you're working from home. I'm talking for those working at home, Dave.
Okay. I was going to say, what the fuck are you talking about? No driving anymore. I'm up at every fucking day driving. And it's funny because, this whole new lockdown thing from Premier Ford, you'd think that traffic would be less.
This is Toronto.
And, no, it's not. It's the exact same. It's like everybody and their grandmother's essential,
Speaking of the lockdown, I've heard of a story. I was on another call with some friends, and they're in Montreal. And what people are doing, because we talked about it before. The lockdown in Montreal is from 8 o'clock at night to 5 a.m. in the morning. you're not allowed to be out. If you're out between those hours, you get a $1,500 ticket, or you have to have a letter from your employer to say why you're out, to say if you're going to work or coming back from work after those
Hall
hours.
pass or something?
What?
You gotta have a hall pass to walk down the street.
Yeah. And there's only certain situations that you're allowed out on. We touched on this before. So one of them is if you have a dog, you're allowed to walk your dog, at night, because you have to take the dog out, right? What people are doing are they're renting out their dogs. Pretty much, they're pimping their dog to other people who want to go outside and have a reason. Pimping ain't easy.
Only in Montreal, man. Hey, Gilbert, I know you want smoke tomorrow night and your wife don't want you to go before 5. Mais, OK, écoute, là, I have a dog. So, $25.92 per minute, plus the tax come to, fuck it, give me $50. You have the dog for the night, huh?
Yeah, but you know who I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for the dog. How many times is that dog walking? That dog is so confused right now. This dog is in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. A dog would go out like 80,000 times a day if you let them. So honestly, if people in Montreal are renting out their pooches for an hour walk, I mean, like, I have a dog here. I'll rent him out or her out, like.
Yeah, but Dave, at one point, it's winter. Even the dog's going to say, okay, you know what? I've pissed and I've crapped all I can. There's nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, but you know
it's
what?
cold. My paws. Okay, as soon as you're at home, it's like, okay, I can go and lie down. Well, what do you mean I'm going back out? And who are you?
But that's the thing. Easy. But that's the thing, though, because you got 4 or 5 dogs on the same street, right?
Right.
And they all go out, and technically they'd all go out, like, not necessarily at the same time, but different times and whatnot. So the one dog goes out and puts his scent or her scent down. And then the next dog goes out and goes, ooh, there's a nice scent, and puts their scent down. And then that dog comes back out and goes, well, that's a different scent. I have to put my scent. They will keep doing it. Trust me.
At one point, the tank's got to run dry.
No,
the tank's got to run dry.
Every time they get home, they run in, they have a quick drink of water, and right back out.
I don't know. If they're pimping them, man, they ain't giving them that drink of water. Time is money. Out you go, Fluffy. Literally, who let the dogs out? The Montreal police due to the lockdown.
You know what I'm saying? At one point, the dog would be sitting in front of that door like, I'm not going. No, come on. No. Okay, no. Okay. I done paid. I done paid. I don't care who said is there. You pay. Why don't you go pay? You go pay. Okay? I'm done paying. No, don't yank me. I'm done paying.
But I'm glad that Montreal actually has the lockdown, and they've set out the rules. This is the way it is, right? Unlike Ontario, it would, like, oh Jesus Christ! Well, like the first time he did it, and he like pissed off all the francophones and whatnot. He's like, stay at home, stay at home. I don't know how else I could say this. Stay at home, stay at home, stay à la maison, stay at home. And you heard the chuckling in the background, right? Now, one of his recent tweets, and I believe it was from over the weekend.
Right.
I got to double check and everything else, but it was like late last week, at least. But he put out this tweet, and he's literally saying,
already put it out in all the different languages.
Yes,
I heard about that.
He put it out in I don't know how many different languages because, people actually thought, oh, wow, that was actually really funny of him to do it, in French and everything else. Maybe we should have him, do it in all the languages and see how that goes over. And I'm like, are you fucking high?
No.
Like,
I get his logic, man. I get his logic because he's got the right idea. It's the wrong execution. What he needs is a West Indian mother with a belt, walking door to door, and just going, ding dong, hi, I'm Mrs. Jackson. I just want to know, do you have a home? Do you have a home? And give him 2 hits off the head. It's like, I'm watching you. You step outside, I'll put you back in line. I gotta tell you, go outside, get the switch, bring it back here. I'll give you 2 licks off your ass. I gotta put you back in the house. Do you have a home? And then she's like, thank you for your business. And then go next door. Ding dong.
They need a whole bunch of West Indian mothers, right? A whole bunch of West Indian grandmothers going, oh, look, is that little Dave? Dave, come here for a second. Go to the grass wrong, which I tell you this. Don't put your hand down here. Get the licks. Put your hand down. I telling you one time, I know your parents, you know, Dave. I know your parents. Go home.
Don't make me give you something to cry about. What, you want a reason to cry? I'll give you. You want a reason to cry? Hold on.
No. They need African parents. Excuse me. Excuse me. You there. White child. Come here. Come. You, this is pandemic. You will die. No, not because of COVID. I will kill you if you don't go home now. What is wrong with you? Your parents. You're stupid to be here. Go home.
I think, anyone that's caught on the street, don't give them a fine. What you got to do is do like that show there, it's a web show or whatever I've seen, with the hot sauce and the wings, and give them, right, and get them like the ghost pepper sauce, and say, if I catch you on the street, you got to eat 3 chicken wings with this sauce on it. I don't care if you're vegan. I don't care what. You got to eat 3 chicken wings with this sauce on it. Oh, by the way, the milk is at home. Was when your mouth start burning, make your way back.
Look at Dave. You gonna give Dave hot sauce and wings and tell us go home. This is Dave. That's a good one. What's the other one? No, what's the other one? I'm not going. What's the other one? You got okay. Yeah, good. You got me. Can you get a steak next time? Hey, come on, man. You're not making him go home.
Hey, now, first of all, just so you're aware, okay, in the
Mhm.
last month, I have lost 12 pounds.
Oh,
Okay,
congratulations, Dave. Seriously, I'll do
so I am trying to, become a half ton of fun. Okay,
Well,
but-
by the way, Dave, you're not allowed to backhand me next time we see each other when COVID's over for this joke.
okay. First of all,
Last time, as a baby, I couldn't hold my head up. I still have trouble when I fall asleep. I hurt myself because I hit myself in the chest with my chin, and then it broke a rib. And
okay,
I'm
now,
big here.
first of all, you know me better than that. I'm not going to backhand you.
You can hit me
You're getting fully. You're getting the full open hand.
Oh, you getting?
That's the hand tip right here. Just
Yeah.
No, but guys-
Why is the top of Thomas's head red?
No, but guys, seriously, I think it's a good initiative to find people, but $1,500. That's like a whole paycheck. That's like, wow, man. So you stay home.
This is Montreal. That's more than some people's paycheck for 2 weeks, man. But the thing is, they're trying to drive the message home for people to stay home. That's all it is.
Well, and I get that, and that's the point that I'm trying to at least in Quebec, it says if you're caught out,
Between
this
those
is
hours.
what it is.
Yes.
If you're out and you're not supposed to be between these hours, we will fine you, and they've done it.
Yep.
And everything else. In Ontario,
You're not supposed to be ish.
I'm going to say stay at home in 15 different languages.
Mhm.
And people are just going to look and go, okay, Doug, I'm going to go out.
There's no time frame. I think that's when it first came out. They said, okay, everyone stay home, essential workers, and it was more defined then than it is now. I think once again we've talked about this, that he's trying to cater to the businesses losing money or people losing money not going to work or whatever it is. It's not defined. It's like stay home, but if you have to go out, you can go out. Okay, well, who should stay home? We trust you. You can make up your own mind.
Well, but that's the
What
thing.
do you think? Do you think you should stay home? What do you do for a job? Well, I do.
But that's just it. He's literally sat there and he went, well, I mean, I trust your judgment. You fucking voted for me.
Well, anyway,
Everybody's kind of sitting there going, well, half of us didn't, Doug, so can you just shut the fuck up and make a decision.
Right. I
You
mean,
know,
Montreal's got it. I said, from what time to what time you can't be out. If you're caught out at that time, then you have to act like the roach in the apartment that's on the wall. Just kind of, oh shit, the lights are on. Don't move. They won't see me, and I have that logic, right? That's how there is in Montreal. I was like, oh, I wasn't walking. I'm really just a statue, and but here there's no set hours. Like as I said, for myself, I'm lucky. I get to work from home. Okay, my company made the decision of, well, everyone's been working at home. Come March, which we're not too far away, we're beginning of February. It's Black History Month. One Nation. It is Wakanda forever. It's almost a full year, and what something we thought was, oh my god, maybe a couple of months and it would pass, it's gone into a year. But there's no one's, depending where you live, some people say we're doing this for sure. You can do this if you want to. We're closing some borders. If we see you out with people you shouldn't be out, we'll give you a fine-ish.
well, and that's
It's the whole ish part about me that gets me.
Tomorrow's Groundhog Day, which is, like I said earlier, if the groundhog sees his shadow, it's 6 more months of COVID.
But hold on now, depending where the groundhog comes out, he might not even be allowed out. If it's out in Montreal, he's going to get a ticket.
Well, okay, but
hey, groundhog, you coming out today? Better come out before 5 o'clock, because we're gonna charge you. We're not Acorn charging you dollars.
First of all, in Quebec, Groundhog Day means it's a side dish with your poutine.
Hey, don't make fun of the national treasures of the Quebec, yeah? We have the spaghetti, the poutine, the baguette,
Pepsi?
the poutine, the wine.
Pepsi?
The wine.
Pepsi.
No, Pepsi, you go with May West on Sunday afternoon after 2 o'clock. The wine. And the poutine. Huh?
No, see? You should take that shirt off, okay? You're not even a true Quebecer. You left out Steamies.
Oh, Belle Province. Oh, okay, yeah.
For all my Montreal fans, where I'm going to go off on him. Hey, là, fais attention quand tu m'as parlé comme ça, man. Okay, là? What, you crazy in your head, man? You know what I train with, man? Georges St. Pierre, man. And after everything I say, man. Don't mess with Barry. Aide-moi, tabarnak, là. Je vous parlais avec lui. Don't mess with me, okay? Because you're tall, man. Okay, man?
You can do the persona rush, man. He knows rush.
He rush you like that, end up like that. He come at you like crazy.
In Montreal, we fight like how we drive.
Dave puts the hand up. You're gonna do what, son?
No.
Well, first of all, if I grab you by the head and just stick my arm out like that, you can't reach me.
Defense.
No, in all seriousness, I think it's a good initiative to find people, because a lot of times people just, like you guys have said, people just aren't listening. People are doing this and they renting out your dog. Like, if you really want to be outside, dude, you got a window, open it up, put your head out. And it's stupid. Secondly, I think in a time like this, when we have a pandemic going on, really don't risk it, don't test it. You know what I mean? It's not like banging that chick who's been around the block and, man, I might not wear a condom this time. In both events, you might catch something. They're both going to be deadly, but one can affect other people by just coughing on it. All jokes aside, I think people should stay in. And I think, I can understand younger people who are single. Friday nights is the night you want to go out. You want to party, you want to whatever.
Bars are closed, man.
But it's the thing. It is kind of restraining on people. But on the other hand, you have to look at the long-term benefits of just hunkering down and doing what we got to do now, because we're looking at the future. We're not looking at this affecting us now. And
you're right. I'm really more surprised that there's more people out now during winter than we're during summer. I can understand the appeal during summer. The weather is nice. Here we are in Canada. We get X amount of good months, 3 weeks to a month of no snow, no rain. The sun is out, good temperature. You want to be out. It's fucking minus something. Who wants to be out in this temperature? Not me. Not me. It was a shock. My parents came. My parents came from a warm country to a cold country because they wanted to see snow and stayed. And then my dad had the bright idea of like, man, that's a lot of snow out there. And they moved into a house and it's like, you know what? We got a shovel. Let's have Barry. And I was born, right? My dad didn't go outside and shovel. He sent me out to shovel.
Barry, tell the truth. Your parents came over and your dad couldn't afford to get back. Okay, let's stop telling that same story.
No.
Couldn't afford to get back.
No, what blows Dave? This is what blows my mind. I have my family over from Barbados, and they would come and visit. They didn't come to visit during the summer. They came over in wintertime because we don't have snow in Barbados. I'm like, and turn on the TV, open up the ice box, open up the freezer, look at the ice cube. Imagine, right? They came over here, and then that's when they want to be out. It's like, oh, we want to go to the mall, and then my mom's like, well, we'll walk. It's not too far away. I'm like, Mom, that's a 20-minute, half an hour walk in winter. To people who don't understand winter, Barry, you coming? No, because I'm smart. The house is indoors with heat. No,
winter.
I understand winter because I know I was going to go and shovel the driveway anyways. But that was it. And they would walk from our place when we were living in Montreal to the Champlain Mall, and then from there down Taschereau, to the Walmart and all that. And then they were like, oh, you know what's kind of cold? We're kind of tired. Then they would call the house and say, Barry, speak to my dad. Right? My mom would call, speak to my dad. Then my dad would come up my room and like, Barry, what? We got to go and pick up your mom. Because he had his car, I had my car, and I'm like, what do you mean pick them up? Well, your cousins all them did all the walking. They bought all this stuff. Now they're too tired to walk back. So I still had to go outside, take the snow off the car, even though I offered to drive them there. No, they wanted to walk. And then go and pick them up and bring them back. And I'm like, how you like winter now?
Barry, see, that's why you're too nice. I'm a real St. Lucian. My cousin, leave the stuff. You can go back and pick it up tomorrow. No.
Hold on. Let me go back to this part here that Thomas you might have missed. My dad came to me. You know my dad. You think I could tell my dad no and still be? I would be a distant memory. He would have slapped me back to the future.
I'm putting my foot down, Barry. I'm gonna tell you something to tell your dad, but tell him Dave said. Don't tell him I said it. Tell him Dave said it. Tell him Dave said it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not afraid of your dad. I'm really afraid of Mr. Carter. Please, I'm afraid you still. I remember that time you slapped me hard.
Thomas.
I was just 14, man.
Thomas.
Yeah. Yes, Dave.
Just wanted to remind you, you're literally on fucking camera saying this shit, right?
I'm like the people who stormed the Capitol. You don't see me.
Oh shoot! The cameras are on.
Hey,
Quick, the Roach Initiative.
I'm gonna walk away with something. Idiot.
Oh shit! The camera's on. It's your fucking camera.
It's like, hey, we just picked these up at Best Buy. Ooh, look at the resolution on this, HD and everything. Hold on, click, profile.
Hey, Bob, go sit in that chair.
See, look, if the FBI wanted to catch these guys, all they had to do was go over to Facebook or Instagram. I mean, same company. Go over to Facebook and say, okay, who updated their profile picture in the past 48 hours?
In Washington.
In Washington. Well, these 10,000 people. Thank you. Making a list, checking it twice. You're not gonna get cold. You won't be cold in jail.
Oh man, but yeah, going back to the original conversation. No, I think it's very important that we all
put the brakes on. It's winter. Why go out? Let's stay home so we can go during the summer, so we can do shows again.
That's a weird concept.
Yeah. Want to get us? We can do shows again. Come and see our shows. We're funny on stage. We're crazy, but please stay home, be safe, and come out and let's party it up when we go back out. It's gonna be explosive.
Yes. All right. Well, that's out for that topic. We're gonna move on and whatnot, and so we'll do the ending again. Yep. Thomas Patrice, Barry 3D Carter. I'm Dave. Ton of fun. Thanks for watching. There's a lot of good people out in the world, and if you can't find one, be one.